Good afternoon, evening. I'm Islip Town Supervisor Angie Carpenter and want to welcome you to our first ever 2020 live streamed virtual menorah lighting. Obviously this year due to COVID-19 restrictions, you may notice our menorah lighting looks a little bit different than it has in years past. Certainly we don't have the same numbers of people here gathered about, but we're grateful for those that were able to join us tonight. It's much smaller, but it is being live streamed to you on YouTube. I'm joined by my colleagues on the town board, and first we have Councilman John Cochran Jr., Councilwoman Mary Kate Mullen, our Receiver of Taxes Alexis White, and greetings too from Councilman Jim O'Connor, Councilwoman Trish Bergen, and our Town Clerk Olga Murray. Also, I want to thank our Commissioner of Parks, Tom Owens, and his elves who have done an absolutely incredible job getting us ready for this holiday season. And I see Tom is here, and the Deputy Commissioners and everyone on the staff. They've really done an incredible job. And from Chabad of Islip, our friend, Rabbi Shimon Stillerman. Rabbi, thank you so much for being here. 2020 has been a year like no other. The COVID-19 pandemic has stopped life as we've known it right in its tracks. We were suddenly forced to change the way we live, work, how our children are educated. We're forced to avoid friends, family, and neighbors. And sadly, the world lost many, many loved ones along the way. While we cannot physically be with our families and friends this holiday season, we can be with them virtually. I guess one of the silver linings to all of this is the fact that people are embracing technology and using it more. Even older seniors are coming to be comfortable with it. I hope each and every one of you observe the advice of state, county healthcare professionals and wear your mask. Practice social distancing. And if you are with family members that you're not with on a regular basis, even if it's in your home, you should wear your mask. Sounds a little extreme, but you can't be too careful. Staying home for the holidays in 2020 means hopefully we'll all be able to celebrate together in 2021. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're almost there. Highly effective and promising vaccines are being distributed worldwide as we speak. I'm asking you to please, on behalf of all of us here at the Town of Islip, to please continue to wear your mask, practice good hand hygiene and social distancing. So on behalf of my colleagues on the town board, we wish you a very safe, healthy, and happy holiday season. And I would like to ask Rabbi Stillerman to please join us and say a few words. And I do want to recognize Ellen Edelstein, who is here from the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce. She's here every year at our menorah lighting. Thank you so much. Rabbi?
Hello and happy Hanukkah, and I want to thank the town supervisor for inviting me, and thanking the supervisor as well as the whole town board for everything that they're doing for the community and holding us strong during these difficult times. Tonight we're about to celebrate and light the first candle of the menorah. We're actually supposed to do it after nightfall, so this is more the symbolic way of starting off the season. So I want to give a message about the first candle, and hopefully the message of this first candle will last 8 nights, like the miracle of the first jug. The first jug of oil, they only found one jug, one pure olive oil jug in the temple after it was desecrated by the Greeks. And after lighting the menorah, the miracle happened that irrationally, a miracle by God, the jug of oil lasted for 8 days. So the scientists among us, and it's brought down in the Talmud as well, ask the question, if there was one jug of oil that's supposed to last for 1 day and last for 8, then why is the miracle 8 days? It should be 7, because the first day wasn't a miracle. 1 was natural, 7 was 7 days of miracles. Why celebrate 8 nights? Well, I think this year, during COVID, the message for us is very, very strong. Usually when we celebrate miracles or pray for a miracle, we want to see a miracle, we're thinking about the extraordinary, something that's out of this world that it's completely irrational, and then we celebrate and we recognize, oh, it's a miracle. But something that happens to us during COVID is is the message that we all been learning is to appreciate and recognize that nature, every day, the fact that we wake up in the morning and are able to breathe, that's a miracle. Nature is a miracle, and that's something to celebrate. It reminds me of the story of the man who back in April, after recovering from COVID, the older man, he comes home and gets a bill from the hospital for $5,000. And he starts crying, and his wife says, "Don't worry, we'll take care of the bill. Don't worry so much." He says, No, you didn't understand. The bill from the hospital for $5,000 was $5,000 for oxygen for one day. They charged me $5,000 for oxygen for one day. If that's how much oxygen costs, then how much do I owe God for every day of my life up until now that He's been providing oxygen for me? Every day we have the miracle of oxygen. We recognize that today. So today when we're celebrating the first night of Hanukkah, in a way it's more powerful than the irrational things that happen during the following 7 days, because this year is all about celebrating the ordinary things, recognizing and appreciating how everything comes from God, and we have to appreciate it. So have that in mind when you light the menorah candles tonight. Share that with your families. This is one of the silver linings of what we're dealing with now, to learn to appreciate the blessings of what we have. Don't cancel Hanukkah this year. Make Hanukkah this year extra special. Get on Zoom, celebrate with your families even at a distance. Play the dreidel, light the menorah, eat latkes, of course. And I have here menorah kits if anyone would like at home. They're not on hold of a menorah with candles. We have a Hanukkah mobile that we're bringing around all around town for anyone to help you celebrate. The mobile has other stuff in it as well. Latkes, donuts. Reach out to us. We'll come help you celebrate. Celebrate. Have a happy Hanukkah, everybody. And of course, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rabbi, and for your words of inspiration and reminding us of the miracles that we have to be so very, very grateful of. And again, I want to thank the members of the town board who are able to get down here today. It's not always easy to juggle schedules, and everybody is crazy busy, and there's a lot going on in the town. But I do want to thank our town board members, Councilwoman Bergen, Councilwoman Mullen, Councilman Cochran, and our tax receiver, Alexis White. So without further ado, we're going to have a little bit of a countdown, and we will light the first candle of the menorah. Rabbi, thank you so much for being here again today. On the count of 3. Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Happy Hanukkah. Awesome. Oh, you got it right. Thank you so much. Happy Hanukkah.